We're in week 62 of a 97-week programme, and we're on schedule, which is of course very important. So the planned opening in spring 14 is still very much what we're aiming for. In terms of progress, we've got 625 lodges. They're all now under construction. We've seen today that some are almost complete, others are just starting, but there's a lot of activity in terms of forming all of those lodges. The main buildings risen up out of the ground. We've got roofs on a lot of them now, and the next phase of the project is to start the internal fit out of those buildings, so the shops, the restaurants and the leisure facilities. And of course we stood in front of one of the real iconic Centre Parcs buildings, which is the subtropical swimming paradise, and you can see there that the frameworks is in place, the roof is going on, and we start the glazing of the building in about 3 weeks' time. So progress is great, and it really is starting to feel like a real Centre Parcs holiday park. The location of this park, Woburn Forest, was very important when we set out on the journey over 9 years ago. And what we're really looking at here is a park that will serve the London market, and there's a huge catchment area of London that we don't really kind of penetrate too deeply. So this park is all about hopefully total penetration of the London market, and therefore we think that its location 1 hour north of London by motorway, 40 minutes north of London by railway train will mean that we really will be able to get into that market, and this will be a very successful park as a result of that. We're hoping for certainly more than 90% occupancy. That's the level of occupancy that we enjoy at our other parks, so there's no reason to feel that won't be the case. And in terms of visitors, it's about 70,000 bookings or 350,000 individual people that will come here for a holiday every year. The core ingredients of a Centre Parcs holiday village will be here at Woburn. We've got 625 lodges in the forest, 75-room hotel. We've got a lovely, really large spa called the Aquasana, which incorporates 6 spa suites. And then of course we've got all the shops and restaurants and bars, something like 16 different restaurants and bars, about 9 or 10 different shops, and then over 100 different leisure activities. Not forgetting of course the swimming pool that is behind me here. So lots and lots of things for the guests to do once they're here on holiday at Centre Parcs. We've got 1,500 jobs, that's what we're hoping to recruit. Recruitment process has already started. We've been holding open days in various local village halls and things like the Roofers Centre in Flitwick, for example. We've got something like 9,000 people registered on the Centre Parcs Careers website already, people interested in a job at Centre Parcs. And what we're really hoping for is that the majority of those positions will go to local people. I can tell you as at the moment we've had 32 people already appointed into work at the park, and over 70% of those people live within a few miles of here. So very much jobs for locals. We've said that right from the beginning of the project, and that is what will be the case. We started taking bookings in June, a couple of months ago. Very low key, very soft kind of opening to the booking process, and already we have over 1,000 bookings, and these are for holidays that can take place from September 2014 and onwards. As we get more confident about the opening date of the actual park, which as I said earlier will be spring of next year, then we'll start to take bookings for periods earlier and earlier and earlier as we get closer to that opening date.